it is, guys? It's your boy icjosh, and in this little, I guess you could say, review of Infinite Warfare, we're gonna be talking about a lot of dislikes and likes on Infinite Warfare that I personally think is good and bad at the same time at some things. Now, first off, what I'm gonna go ahead and say right now is that, well, Infinity Ward, y'all just please don't ever let David Varnhart nowhere near your game. Please don't go in and nerf buff every week or two or whenever you see fit, because let me put it this way, as a Call of Duty player, we like the fact of like finding out and finding what our favorite game like guns are to use in our favorite game types or favorite settings. Like, say if you like to play passive and you want to use a gun that's pretty decent, that has, you know, a good rate of fire, but at the same time, you know, doesn't, you know, just shoot all over the place and everything. Like, please, just all I'm saying is don't go ahead and have David Varnhart like reach out to you guys and be like, hey, you want me to give you some pointers on how to nerf buff? Because one, that's going to ruin your game a lot. Now, the second thing that I want to talk about in this is that this game kind of feels just like a mix between Black Ops 3 and Ghost. And when I say that is because it's kind of reminiscent on Ghost. Like, it feels and looks like Ghost, but when you actually play it in hand, maybe it's because we've all got adjusted to playing Black Ops 3, that it feels like the whole movement is kind of like Black Ops 3, and that's really, like, it feels just like Black Ops 3 movement. So you're already adjusted really to moving and, you know, exo jumping, whatever you want to call it. You're already there. You already know how to actually do it. So another thing that I want to talk about is that the guns. I want to talk about the guns for a second, because we know that for playing the beta, we know that there's different guns, there's different variants of guns, and they all have different, you know, abilities on the guns. Now, one thing that I kind of noticed while I was playing the game, and I would say probably a lot of you out there probably noticed as well, is that you kind of really didn't know like what gun, like you knew the gun that killed you because it showed up in the kill feed. You knew like, oh, okay, so that is that gun. I know that killed me. But when you go back and look, you didn't really know what was going on with the gun. You didn't know what it had on it. You didn't know what it could do, the abilities, anything. You didn't know anything about the gun unless you actually stuck around and watched the kill cam to see what it was. One thing that I think that they can kind of improve on is that in the kill feed, instead of just showing the gun that killed you, they should show the gun that killed you and mark it by color. And what I mean is all the commons, like all the common guns, like the just straight off standard guns that you get, and then the common variant of the gun should definitely just be white. It should be that white or gray color, whatever that they want to use. It should be that standard color. And then for the rares, it should be the blue. So it should show up like a blue gun that's there with it. It should show that back up, and I think that's really important, because you can do the same for the legendaries and you can do the same for the epics. So that way you know what gun killed you and you know what weapon variant it was. So say it's legendary that killed you, you know that it's that, I think the sniper rifle has a nuke on it. So you see somebody killed you with that sniper rifle, that's, you know, the epic, you know that he has a nuke and he's probably going for a nuke. So I think that's one thing that they could possibly do differently and kind of update that, maybe update the color scheme, especially give the kill feed a little bit of color there. That way we all know, like, oh, okay, this dude's using a shotgun that's, you know, a 2-shot. I think there's like a perk or something like that that gives you like a 2, like if you kill 2 enemies with it, like get a double kill or something like that, is I think it refills your ammo, whatever. So yeah, so if you see that on the kill feed, you know not to rush that dude. So I feel like that is a really good thing that they can kind of do, kind of improve on that way. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other people probably like that as well, seeing on the kill feed, like, oh, this guy killed me with this gun, so now I know not to rush him, or now I know that I can rush him because, you know, whatever's going to take longer to reload or something's going to happen. I think that should definitely be applied in the game. Another thing that I want to talk about is the spawns in this game. The spawns in this game are crazy, out of this world, like ridiculous, and they do really need to be like touched upon, because at times I was killing people and then I would take like 2 steps around the corner and then the same person I just killed was there to meet me. And, you know, I want to be modest here, but I want to say it was 50-50 that either he killed me or I killed him. But no, it was literally about like just about every time they got the kill on me, because, you know, they were like, oh, well, you know, he just killed me here, so he's coming this way, so I'll wait here and kill him. That's usually what happened. Another thing was the whole matchmaking thing. I know this is the beta, and I know that they basically said that in the matchmaking that there's supposed to be bots maybe that was like, if people left the game, then the bots were supposed to fill in and take their place. Maybe they didn't implement that into the game yet, just because it's the beta. But at first I was kind of wondering where that was, because me and one of my friends were actually playing, and we got stuck in to where it was literally just it was 2 on a clan of 6, and they were literally murking us. And the whole time I'm wondering, like, is there going to be any other people join in? Some people would join in then leave, and I'm just like, so where's the bots at? Are there any bots going to be in this or something like that? And there wasn't. So I was kind of confused on that one. So maybe they didn't implement that into the game. But if they do implement it into the actual game instead of just the beta, then that's actually going to help out a lot. But at the same time, it's still kind of unbalanced at a way. Like, I will say, one thing that is good about the actual games and stuff is the lobbies. It seems like you're not in the lobby as long as you would be, like say the Ghost or something. Like it doesn't feel nowhere near that long of wait. So I do like that. I like the fact that you can grind out salvage. Maybe I think you might be able to get salvage out of completing challenges, as well as ranking up and actually participating in games and like staying to the end and getting keys as well. I do like that. One thing I didn't like about the key situation was the fact that it felt like it took a long time to actually grind up keys in the game for some reason, for like playing games. Like it took, I don't know why, it felt like it took a good little bit for me to actually get them. I don't know why. That's one thing that I think they can kind of improve, maybe tweak it a little bit so it's a little bit easier to get them. Another thing that I will say that I like about it is that they're kind of going around the free-to-play kind of aspect. And if you don't know what I mean, it's like, free-to-play games, mobile games or something like that. They give you like daily logins for, every day you come in and actually play the game. They gives you like a little reward. I like the fact that Infinite Warfare is actually doing that. You can kind of not spend a dime on this game when it comes to keys and actually, earn a lot of keys. The first day I played on the beta, I got 30 keys, like, for a login. So I mean, that's enough for a rare supply drop. So I mean, I'm just like, okay, that's kind of cool. My buddy got 60, and I know somebody that got 90, and then somebody got a lot of salvage at once. I can't remember who it was. It was one of my friends, but he got a lot of salvage. So I'm kind of just thinking like, okay, so this is kind of cool. So maybe you're gonna get salvage and you're gonna get keys out of this, depending on what day or whatever. So I like that. I like that aspect of this game, and I really do think that it is a good look for them, because it's kind of like, maybe they're going that route of like, maybe we should not, go the whole pay to win type aspect. Don't get me wrong, this game is going to be pay to win. It's not as bad as Black Ops 3 seemed to be, because you can still get these weapon variants in supply drops, but at the same time you can actually use salvage to get a lot of these. And I do like the fact that there's factions, and they have like different little things you can do. I think there's like different guns you can get and stuff like that. So you actually can get a lot of these guns. I think one of the guns that you could get, correct me if I'm wrong, was the assault rifle, or it might have been an SMG that you could unfold, and it could be dual weapons. So I think that's one that you could actually like farm basically out and get. So I do like the aspect of them actually putting out farmable guns in the game that you can just get without spending bukus of money to do. Now the whole supply drop thing goes back into the daily logins and basically getting not crypto keys, but keys in there. I think that's what they call them, just keys. I like the fact that literally for YouTubers and just you out there as well, you can actually grind out, and not touch any of your keys for a week, maybe even 2 weeks, and literally like have them stacked up and just do big openings yourself with your friends or on YouTube. You can literally do that, and I do like the fact that they do have that, and that is one plus that I will give this game. Having the pluses and having some of the cons in this game, one of the big cons in this game that I'm going to see, that it's going to be a 50-50 thing, because on one end you're going to have people that love this, and then on the other end, you're gonna have people that's basically gonna hate it. And it's basically the sniping. The sniping feels like MW2. If you ever played MW2, it literally feels like that. It feels like some bull crap. Like, there's gonna be a lot of kill feeds in this game, like people hitting all kinds of crazy clips. Because I've seen people myself that's literally just shot ridiculous shots, like I mean shooting to the left and killing somebody on the right. and or bullets not even on the end of kill cam even hitting the person and killing them. And I will say, me personally, I do like to snipe every now and then, but even I can tell when something is bullcrap, and that's something that's going to need to be fixed a lot. Especially, like, I'm sorry, the close up combat. A sniper rifle shouldn't be beating out an SMG or even an assault rifle. Maybe an LMG, but not an assault rifle. Not when somebody is literally coming at you with a sub and getting like 3 bullets on you, and then you're getting one lucky like quick scope, and that's it. Like, I feel like the sniping should be tweaked a little bit. Maybe not as easy as it is now, but you can possibly keep everything the same, but just make it not as easy. People are running through this game sniping like it's absolutely nothing, and at some point it's going to be where it's going to be nothing but people actually just sniping, and that is it. Throughout that and everything that I've said of pros and cons of this game, I personally think that this year's Call of Duty is going to be decent, especially giving us the whole, giving us the COD remastered. I still feel like this is going to be decent. It will be a decent game. It's going to be a whole lot of fun if you're playing in a full party, especially. Other than that, the hate that this game got at the beginning when they were showing the trailer, it definitely shouldn't have got as much hate as it did, because playing the game, it doesn't seem as bad as we all thought. But at the same time, it still is in a step to where we still want boots on the ground, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people, let me know in the comment section or out there, talk to their friends. Everybody knows that they're going to be playing COD Remaster a lot more than they're going to be playing Infinite Warfare, including myself. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this this little, I guess you could say, review of Infinite Warfare. Let me know what you think of the game, if you played the beta, if you like things, if you think there should be things that are tweaked, if you think things are good the way they are, if you are going to be playing Infinite Warfare more, you're going to be playing COD Remastered. Let me know in the comment section below. And also, guys, if you enjoyed the video, smack a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, share the video out with your friends, family, whichever. And I am out, guys. Peace. That's really about it. And it'll ask for like authorization and all that stuff. But it will definitely tell you that it does not post anything on your Facebook, like timeline or anything like that. So it doesn't mess with anything.